This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. Welcome in. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the sports betting network. Mitch Moss along with Paulie Howard. We're live in downtown Las Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino, closing the week strong as always with a 3-hour banger coming up today in terms of guests. In an hour from right now, Andy Molitor is going to join the program. He is in town for Bet Bash and also half of the Deep Dive podcast. He and Drew have done a great job on the NFL and other sports for several years. He's in studio. Wes Reynolds on the program in 90 minutes. Big week for his Hoosiers in college football. Doug Kazarian, WNBA, and Christopher Smith on the Red Hot Red Sox coming up a little bit later on, which we'll get to as well. But last night was a hell of a night. I said on the air yesterday, no complaining if the game is boring, slow, nothing happens. It was the exact opposite. Beck looked really good. 15 of 19 for a $188 and a touchdown in that. I did point out on the air one of the reasons why I wanted to go against Carolina, but I couldn't because Haynes King's game kind of scares me in the preseason. Boy, did that translate well last night. Scores the game-winning touchdown on a scramble, throws for 180 yards, 2 more scores, and that game just had fireworks. It was the second and the fourth quarters were unbelievable football last night.
Yeah, one of the best Hall of Fame games ever.
No
Hard
doubt.
to top that one. The defense was horrendous. A lot of the stuff was just Charlie check down or stuff wide open over the middle, and it was just even that play. Yeah, when Arizona was backed up inside their own 5. And that guy can't be wide open like that. And then the 3rd and 14 on the final drive where the middle of the field's wide open, and he takes off and runs for like 25 yards on the scramble. But phenomenal game, tough finish, tough if you had Arizona, and horrendous bet if you had the under with 36.5 down to 33.5 and went over in the second quarter. No problem there.
It also appears that maybe both these teams are going to be bet-on teams this year in the preseason. Depends on like how much playing time Beck is going to get. They gave him a ton of run last night, and boy, did he deliver overall. And like I talked about, your guy, the one thing that you said about being okay with Carolina last night is that you like Kenny Pickett. Okay, well, not absolutely horrendous. And then Haynes King came in as a cleanup duty and looked really, really good. And that was a good sign because if you go back before last night, Carolina, like last year, they got pummeled in these games. In the last 3 years, they were 1-8 straight up in ATS in the last 9 games, averaging 12 points per game. I guess you can throw that out the window now with who they have in the quarterback room. And overs for this game now, 5 straight years now.
Yeah.
And even though it opened up 36.5 and the market was all over the under in that game, I wonder now next year based on who, like where do they open up the number next year? 37? Key number there? They go higher than that? Who knows? We'll have to.
I think they have to.
Probably, yeah.
So now Arizona comes out here. They play Vegas. Vegas 1.5, 39.5. On Thursday night, Carolina goes to Buffalo Saturday afternoon. Buffalo's laying 2.5 in that game.
How about numbers up already for these
Good
games?
job. Yes. And with movement, too. Cincinnati's up to 4.5 at home Thursday against Detroit, and Zach Taylor's been terrible in the preseason. So is Dan Campbell, but a move on Cincinnati early.
I think, Taylor has to realize that this is it for him. Has to, doesn't he? And no more slow starts at all.
Mm-hmm.
You got to come in this year with a healthy team in that offense. Now, again, like in the trenches, they're not going to be great, at least on paper as of right now. The defense might be kind of bad again this year. But you have to come in guns a-blazing to the beginning of the year if you're Cincinnati. No more slow starts, no more 1-2, 0-2, whatever it is.
Well, next week, we'll get the money quotes, see what they decide to do and who's playing.
Right.
He is 4-14 straight up in ATS in the preseason.
Oof.
Detroit is on a 2-9 straight up in ATS run in the preseason. The Chargers open up on the road. They're 1-9 straight up their last 10 home preseason games. And Dan Quinn hasn't cared for years. He didn't care when he was in Atlanta. Washington's favored. And what's going to happen with the Giants? I would think everyone's going to bet the Giants.
That's what I would think,
based
too.
on what Harbaugh, 47-17 straight up in ATS in the preseason, but did finish 5-4 after, what was it? They set the record, 21 in a row?
23.
Was it that many?
It was super. I think it was mid-20s, yeah.
Mid-20s, consecutive wins in the preseason, and then closed with some losses. But he takes over with the Giants, and we'll see what they do with the Giants and how he does in his first year there in the preseason.
I think a couple things will happen. You're right, Paul. Based on that, you would think that everybody is going to be betting on the Giants right away as soon as that number opens. The other one would be the Rams to go against them. McVay is Exhibit A of a guy who, I mean, he's like trying to look really bad on purpose almost.
You know who's been bad, which is surprising? It doesn't matter who the coach has been, is Dallas. Since 2018, 7-24 straight up. 7-21-1 ATS. The numbers were bad early on McVay. They've improved. Cincinnati, a 1-9-1 straight up run. Atlanta, 0-6-1 run. And the Bears, 10-2 ATS run in the preseason.
Oh, very good numbers.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get into the movement with the Offensive Rookie of the Year coming up in about 10 minutes after Beck's impressive showing last night, and tie that into another player who won Rookie of the Year last year and what this unbelievable offer for his one-of-one rookie card. That's it. So, look, you can throw 1,000 different numbers out there. I don't know what is the most impressive with the Boston Red Sox right now. This is a great tweet from Bob Nightingale. Their sweep over the White Sox last night now marked their 6th sweep over a team who entered the series in first place. It's the first time a team has swept 6 first-place teams in a single season since the expansion era all the way back in 1961. And that game, it was just Buster Olney on Twitter last night from ESPN called it the best regular season game of the year and one of the best he's ever watched.
Yes. And we'll talk to a guy who was at the game last night, Smitty. Wondering when he got home to his family, 4.5 hours. I don't know what the most impressive stat is either. Is it the 15-1 run on the road? Is it they've won 10 straight series overall and the franchise record's 11? They've won 13 in a row against teams that entered the game above 500. They were the first team in the modern era to score every inning, 5 straight innings from the 9th inning on. Trailed in the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and won it in the 13th. And the White Sox led 4-0, 5-2, 7-5, 9-7, 10-9, 11-10, and they walk them off. They just refuse to lose.
Mm-hmm. That's really what it is about. I mean, it now really has shades of that Guardians team back in 2017. And now you're looking at a tweet from Sarah Langs as well. 26-3 or better in a 29-game stretch since 1900. Obviously, we were on the air during that run for the Guardians, and I vividly remember 2002 with Oakland. That was the Miguel Tejada year. Part of the reason why is because Ken Korak, play-by-play voice, also did UNLV basketball games, and we got to know him out here, obviously, and he's a great dude. And we're talking like elite of the elite when it comes to play-by-play guys. And every night there was something special with that A's team, and he was like the lead of SportsCenter. And that's what's going on right now with the Red Sox. It doesn't matter what else is happening in the world, basically, the sports world. The Red Sox have to kind of take the lead right now. And by the way, all these numbers are gone. I heard Mike Palm talking about this earlier on, and they were kicking around, do you want to get down right now? Still 6-1 to win the American League, 15-1 to win the National League. Why is it a lock the Dodgers are going to win the whole thing? At this point,
it's not. No way. The Dodgers might be the 3 seed.
Sure.
No.
The Red Sox could, at this point, and think about this for a second. Again, the Rays don't play a single current playoff team for the rest of August.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, a 5-game lead? The Red Sox could easily win the East this year. Everything else that we just talked about.
He's got to be manager of the year, as far as I'm concerned, Tracy, especially if they can keep this up. Here's the 2 most impressive numbers as far as I'm concerned. The Red Sox are the first team in any sport with the big MLB, NBA, NHL to win 26-plus in a 29-game stretch while entering the span 10-plus games under 500. You showed the 26-3 run. If they win tonight and they play the awful A's, teams to go to win 27 of 30, that 2017 Cleveland team, the 53 Yankees, and the 36 Giants. End of list. Wow. It's ridiculous. Incredible what they've done. And to be that bad and now this good and refuse to lose.
No question. You know what this is? This is the turnaround from the St. Louis Blues in 2019. Were they not dead last in their own conference before they went on to win the Stanley Cup?
I believe so.
Yeah. And they were available around 400-1, I think, to win the whole thing?
Yeah.
Middle of the year that season. So I mean, they're going to. This is Captain Obvious here, but the Red Sox are going to be on every imaginable parlay tonight, are they not?
Yeah, 260 seems cheap. How bad the A's have been.
Round line minus 128.
I didn't see the series price. What is it? I'm looking right now.
Yeah, well,
because you're right. That would be baseball, Susan. They're only $3 to win the series.
Well,
they won 26 of 29, and the A's have lost 28 of 33. I might
actually take a little bit on the A's to win the series. The reason why is because the number is going to be so high at this point. I don't like them tonight, but the reason why I'm saying this is because Gage Jump is going to go tomorrow. and he has the stuff that could maybe shut down this team. I know it sounds blasphemous right now, but he has proven, not in every start. He got rocked by Detroit last time out. Tigers have also been red hot, but he's kind of got the stuff that can maybe neutralize the Red Sox a little bit. And then they have Ginn going on Sunday. So that's probably about the best 1-2 combo they could hope for in this series. And already the number is out tomorrow. Red Sox are laying 220. Mm-hmm. So you'll get a decent price here on the A's. But again, it's probably very foolish to even suggest that because the Red Sox are just a machine right now. I
want to go against the White Sox tonight too. Not that they got in late and the travel or in this morning. Schultz has been terrible. ERA of 7, 1-7 is his record the last 9 starts, and Messick has been great. And Messick's $1.30 on the road.
Here's breaking news, by the way. The A's have fired GM David Forst. He's out. He's been there for a while. He's been in cahoots with the owner for a long, long time. And imagine that this guy thought probably that he had the entire life, just wrapped around his finger because they were moving to Las Vegas and they were finally probably going to change how their entire philosophy about running this team and maybe spend a little bit more money and try to be good for the first time. No, gone. Bye. You're not going to make it to Las Vegas with the team.
That's a weird move.
Yeah, I would say. I mean,
everyone's hurt though too.
That's the thing.
They were playing good ball, and that's
they've had a zillion injuries.
Uh-huh.
Were they not like we were talking about this team as a playoff team potentially 2 months ago before it went completely sideways with them? So we will get into the Rookie of the Year conversation. The odds were moving in the first half last night. Is that an overreaction or the right move? And wait until you hear this 1-of-1 basketball card for a rookie story coming up next.
Racetrack Television Network brings you every race, from every track, on every screen, every day. With monthly packages starting as low as $5, RTN gives you great value and access to more live HD streaming and race replays than anyone. Visit RTN.tv today to sign up and watch on almost any device, including Roku and Amazon Fire. Use promo code TRYRTN for a 5-day free trial.
This is VSiN, a network of sports betting analysts, writers, hosts, and handicappers, all here to help you become a more confident bettor. We broadcast live every day from Las Vegas, the sports betting capital of the world, and from studios across the country, giving you insight from every angle of the action. Take VSiN with you wherever you go with the VSiN Watch app or catch us on streaming platforms and regional sports networks. You can also listen live on SiriusXM Channel 158 and on radio stations nationwide. Check out VSiN.com as well for betting tools, exclusive betting splits, AI-powered player prop projections from Opta, pro picks for every game, plus in-depth betting guides and articles built to give you an edge. From sharp betting analysis and daily best bets to insider interviews and expert breakdowns, VSiN is your trusted source for everything happening in the world of sports betting. See everything we have to offer at VSiN.com and become part of the Sports Betting Network.
On the Next to Numbers game, Gil Alexander is back in the saddle, back from vacation. We'll catch up with everything Gil. MLB, most wins in August. How is he feeling about the Tigers? Is there anybody else he would add now? And we're just a couple weeks away from the start of tennis's final Grand Slam. Who does he like early on in the U.S. Open outrights market? Plus, we'll hit MLB for the day with Greg Peterson and Adam Burke. Wes Reynolds joins to talk golf and college football. All that and then some on a Numbers game, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
One betting observation from last night's Hall of Fame game. A doozy again, 33-30 final score. Carolina over Arizona, and Carson Beck played quite a bit of that game for the Cardinals, taken in the third round this year. So he, after the draft, he was available at, give or take 30-1, maybe a little bit higher than that. During the game last night, I saw him get as low as 15-1 at one book. He's around 19-1 still at FanDuel. DK, about 25-1 last night during the game. Right now at Kelce, it's at 6%, which translates to a little bit more than 15-1. You take any of him?
I wouldn't take 100-1.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No. He's not going to play. He's third string on the depth chart. It's the worst team in the league. And he might play a couple games if he's lucky. So we did this last year with Sanders. He played well against Carolina. And there was a big move on him. You're on a lousy team, and you got to play. I don't think the reps are going to be there or the snaps. I'm excited like everyone that football's back, but Collinsworth, dial it down a little bit. He was putting him in a Hall of Fame in the first quarter.
Well, of course.
Tirico even said, calm down, Chris.
Yeah.
But he looked good, but he's third string on the depth chart, and there's some bets to be made, but I wouldn't say this one. But this is look who the favorite is. Love. They got 4 running backs there, and it's going to be a lousy team. I think Mendoza, this moved in the last 24 hours. Mendoza's now plus 550. Again, they're going to be in last place. And how long does Cousins be the starter?
I'll tell you this.
I mean, if Brady gets his way, we may not see Mendoza till maybe November.
Can I bet somebody this? I think we see Carson Beck as a starter before we see Fernando Mendoza.
Interesting.
I think what you said, and LaFleur is a rookie coach, so this is me, and I have no inside information. I think he's making a huge mistake if he actually goes into the season and something happens to Brissett. It could just be loss after loss after loss with that schedule. No way, no how you can be serious about playing Minshew over Beck. And last night has nothing to do with that whatsoever. You cannot possibly go to the start of the football season with that mentality.
Well, Miami has their quarterback. They signed Willis.
Right.
They got into the conversation right away about the quarterback class next year. So it also leads to the discussion, does Arizona even want to win? Because you want to get that franchise quarterback in that loaded draft next year.
Here's the angle for Beck, and JVT brought this up on a recent edition of Pod of the Futures right away. And that is, again, we documented, you've heard this 1,000 times already, their schedule is just an absolute meat grinder. There's no break. I don't even know where the win is coming, right? In the first 13 weeks. So, yes, they gave more money to Brissett this year. Here's the idea of this team, maybe going to Beck. They're losing a bunch of games. You want to see what the rookie has. The defense, it almost has to be better by default this year. That said, they're probably going to be trailing in almost all these games right away, which means that's going to be a pass-heavy state of the game that they're in. And then whoever is playing quarterback, look at their weapons. Elite weapons across the board. Awesome wide receivers, and maybe the best tight end in the entire sport. And that's why you would think whomever, and under this scenario, Beck would be playing, hopefully, if you have tickets on him, is going to put up good numbers, trailing a lot, and just with those guys that he can throw the ball to.
Yeah, a lot of ifs.
I'd rather bet him than Love.
Yes, I'd rather bet Simpson than any of them. With maybe Stafford gets hurt or something happens there.
Yeah, sure. Bad back last year, we thought.
Yeah, with the guy's third string, and you're going to go with Brissett how long? And then even if he gets that opportunity, will you win games, and what kind of numbers will he put up? And will record matter if you're talking about a quarterback, too? Yeah.
Typically, by the way, this is part of the NFL betting guide. Go and get it today, VSiN.com/guide. It's available. Alvin Kamara was the last non-top 10 pick to win Offensive Rookie of the Year and the last non-first-round pick back in 2017.
Excellent.
Barkley was the last running back to win back in 2018. Wide receivers have won 3 the last 5 years. So that's obviously going against Beck and other long shots you're going to make a case for. I did take a peek to see if any books listed King last night after the game. Couldn't find him anywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Would you take? I
thought he was up there.
Would you take 500-1 on Haynes King?
No. Again,
because he's not. I mean, you need an injury to. Then they will absolutely play Pickett if something happened to Bryce Young. So
yes.
you need. Here's the thing. I love taking backup quarterbacks, thinking like they're one injury away from getting in there at a big number. But this kid looked good last night. I have no idea how that would work in the regular season, and he's really up against it.
Again, I would guard against the hype machine, and I saw a lot of people doing it last night. It's a meaningless game. It's the Hall of Fame game.
Correct.
And even let's talk about real games. We did this with McCarthy. Look, he played well in a quarter against the Bears. Now he's stinking up the joint in camp, and the people covering it, the reporters, said if it was a fight, they would have stopped it right away. what Murray's doing. Murray's just outclassing him. So this guy's probably going to be a journeyman now.
Right.
After everyone's, watch out for this guy. Look where he's going to go in the draft. He's going to be a franchise quarterback. Can't play. Couldn't play a lick.
Okay, I think this has done the trick for me. I've talked about this now several times this summer. I have to get back into sports cards.
Yeah.
I have to. And now that I have a 2-year-old, Sebastian, I'm going to show him my cards that I have had for the last 40 years, whatever.
Aren't you pissed off?
My collection.
I mean, come on.
Paul, I can't even think about it. I'm so mad.
I know. We did this for I don't know, 15 years ago.
Hardcore.
I had the Jordan rookies, hardcore, right. And now what this has turned into after COVID and what these things are worth, and even like the Griffey upper deck rookie with the cap on with some of this. And this is just, now it's just silly. Now it's just stupid. And I reached out to Calvecchio today, and he goes, $3 million bounty. You're going to blow by that with this card that hit the market yesterday with Flag. But it's just there's no end in sight with what these cards are going for.
Sure. So this is a 1-of-1. It's a Cooper Flag debut patch autograph card, and everybody around the business have said the person with this card will get offers for $3, $4, $5 million, right? So this is what the Mavericks offered in exchange for this. 2 season premium lower level tickets for 32 years. What do you think?
Yeah, that's impressive. It's a good start.
You like that?
Yeah.
No chance.
Come on.
It's a horrible start.
It's much better than what the Pirates offered last year.
That is a chore to me. Now I got to go to all the games.
We did this last year with Skeens. Guy said, no, I don't want your offer.
That's right.
And it went for $1.1 million.
Yeah.
Yes.
A Cooper signed game-worn rookie jersey. That's pretty cool. A post-game photo with Cooper Flag. A private photo shoot with the NBA Rookie of the Year trophy and Larry O'Brien Championship trophy. All right. VIP tour of the Mavericks practice facility with a team meet and greet. Private basketball experience for up to 10 guests at American Airlines Center. Pickup ball?
Yeah, I guess that's what it sounds like.
Watch you're playing pickup ball, and it's the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where he trips Shaq.
No kidding. Or is it just you get a suite with everybody?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And a road trip to go see them play the Celtics. With all of this in mind, I would say that's a fun offer. I also need $3 million to go along with the card.
You want the $3 million and this?
Yes.
Yeah, Calvecchio says $5 million. Says it's going to blow past 3.
I scoff at the offer.
Yeah?
There's no chance I would consider that.
Well, if the bounty's already out there for $3 million.
No, yes, give me the cash. This is like, Paul,
well, how much
are
these, what's the value of the lower level tickets? You can't sell them. I get great tickets for 32 years.
Right. But for 32 years, this is to your point about hitting megabucks. Do you want the lump sum or do you want to spread out?
Absolutely.
Of course. You got 32 years, no chance. Did you see the first response to the tweet?
No.
Oh, it's pure gold.
What is it?
They're giving up more for a piece of cardboard than they got for Luka.
Yes. Very good. That's excellent. I could say 1.5 and then offer this so you can maybe knock some stuff off, but give me 1.5.
Okay, so 1.5 and part of that package right there. I'll tell you this, if it was Mark Cuban who still owned the team, he'd probably play ball.
Why do you say that?
Well, because he's...
Well, the Adelsons have more money.
No, I understand that, but Cuban feels like the kind of guy who would do this as almost like a PR thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they are as well, but I don't know if they're willing to play ball with the guy or whomever owns this is like, yeah, okay, you want to negotiate, here's 2.5 and we'll give you season tickets. Whatever it is.
A 1-of-1. Autographed patch. Bounty of $3 million already.
A card bounty on these. I like that. That's the way Calvecchio put it on Monday with us in studio.
Yeah. But that's what just happened with the Ohtani card.
Mm-hmm.
One guy came out with 6, and Mr. Wonderful, not the original Paul Orndorff, Kevin O'Leary, he says, I'll go 12.
What do you make of that, by the way?
12.
Can the same person have...
You can't. There's going to be one Mr.
Nickname?
Wonderful.
That's right.
You can't go 2 Mr. Wonderfuls.
No, and that's Paul Orndorff.
It's exactly right.
For sure.
You got to, yeah. It doesn't make any sense. You can't steal that.
Right? I saw a great tweet earlier this summer that said, I can't believe now AI doesn't mean Allen Iverson anymore. Right?
How about this? Have you ever went to a sporting event and you had a price in mind? Kind of like if it was a Sosa game, McGuire. Like if you saw history on a home run ball or something that could happen.
Yeah.
I have to have a price in mind in case I catch this. Because they're going to throw some offers at me.
Well, right away.
Yeah,
as soon as the game's over with.
You never know.
Kind of got to be prepared.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Get your reps in. Sharp has a free weekly league. Lets you practice the same football plays you already study, prop sides, totals, combos. Everyone starts with 10,000 chips. Build your stack, climb the leaderboard, sharpen your reads. Enter at jointhesharps.com. Scan the QR code on the screen. Use code VSiN50 for a 50% deposit bonus up to $100. Jointhesharps.com. Promo code VSiN50.
You can always get in touch with the show. Email is ftm@vsin.com. On X, at VSiN Live, at Mitch Moss Radio, at Paulie Howard. I'll tell you which baseball team pulled something off for the first time since the 1897 Boston Bean Eaters. And it's not the Red Sox. That's next.
Biggest contest we've ever seen.
Seriously, what's the guarantee?
They're still talking about it.
I think it's time to put the rumors to rest.
Showtime.
$30 million.
$30 million?
$30 million? $30 million?
That's $30 million guaranteed. 3 contests, multiple ways to win, no rate. Entry starting at $1,000. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
Elevate your sports betting game with VSiN's exclusive betting splits. Stay ahead with real-time market trends and track bet percentages on any matchup. Then uncover the edge by comparing them to the amount of bets placed to find out where the sharp money is headed. Upgrade to VSiN Pro to access betting splits, live odds, line moves, power ratings, and in-depth game analysis. Go to vsin.com/pro to join VSiN, the sports betting network.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network. This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
What did you find during the break, by the way, Paulie, about expensive baseballs like in previous years?
I remember when it happened. I couldn't remember what. I thought it was Judge. I wasn't 100%. It was in Texas when Judge broke the American League single-season record for home runs.
Yeah, because remember, people called that the all-time record, meaning that they didn't want to count Sosa, McGuire, and Bonds.
Yeah. The 62nd home run ball was caught by Corey Humans, Matt's cousin, 35-year-old Dallas fan sitting in left field. Remember, I thought he said he had a premonition he was going to catch it, all this. He was offered $3 million on the spot and said no. He went to auction. It sold for $1.5 million.
Oh, man, that's... Well, again, to your point, maybe...
That's what the McGuire ball went
$3 million?
for. How do you say no to that on the spot? But that's when people were... Say, it could go for this, it could go for that. And a lot of people got it wrong. That it only went for $1.5 million.
Well, maybe Mr. Humans had a number in his head, and maybe that number was like $5 million. If I catch it and they offer me $5, it's theirs. If not, then no, sorry, I'm not going to give it up.
October 4th, 2022, yes.
Oh, man, you're staring that right in the face. What do you do? How do you react? $3 million fell into my lap. Nah, I'm good.
You take it on the spot. I think you have to take it. Considering what the McGuire ball went for as well.
Yeah, give me $3 million cash, no taxes. It's a good deal. Yep. I'm in. All right, so baseball. This is incredible as well. Not only the Red Sox, the most impressive stat, don't know what it is, there are too many, but how about this with another team simultaneously nearly as hot as the Red Sox? Not quite, but they've been tremendous now going back 2 months. The Detroit Tigers became the second team in Major League Baseball history to have a 10-plus run shutout win in 3 consecutive series.
Come on.
They beat the Orioles 14-0. They beat the A's 11-0. And the Mariners 11-0. The other team was the Boston Bean Eaters in September of 1897. I'm telling you, this is real, and it's spectacular with the Tigers here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of lousy teams in the American League.
Mm-hmm.
So they're right in it.
How about a Tigers-Red Sox ALCS? Can you bet on that somewhere?
Bet. Plus 55 runs last 8 games. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous what they're doing.
Is that teetering on a record?
It's got to be what they've done. Nuts. And who's to say they can't sneak in here and do it? Can the offense keep this up? No.
Well,
but
probably not.
But still, you don't have... look who you're going against, right? And this record, since June... when they're plus 117, by the way. And they've also won 6 consecutive road series, longest since 1988.
Uh-huh.
And here come the lowly Giants. And it's supposed to be Hauser, I think, as a pitcher was enlisted, but they're going to throw him out there, and he might be batting practice with the way Detroit's getting this done.
Well, tomorrow they got Job going tomorrow. Tonight, who knows? I'm looking at one site that has Montero versus Brubaker tonight.
Oh, it is.
Is that okay?
I don't know if he's an opener or what. Okay.
Let me give you...
Okay, no, fair enough.
So they do it. This is the Tigers now. They do have 3 against the Dodgers, the Rays, and 7 against the White Sox yet. You think that's a big deal in that division? Also, the easier side of things, they get 6 against the Pirates and 3 each against the Nationals, the Blue Jays, the Giants this weekend, the Royals, and the Rockies. So, yep, sitting at the 7th easiest schedule overall in Major League Baseball. They are $1.30 in this game tonight. Is that cheap?
Yes.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. A lot of great stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun time. How about this? Now, are the Dodgers going to get out of this funk? They've lost 6 in a row. Don't panic. They lost 7 in a row last year in the summer. Kelly goes for Arizona. He's made 17 starts against the Dodgers. He's lost 15 of them.
That right?
Got an ERA of 6. Sasaki's up to 170 on the road, total of 9.
Boy,
and there's a ton of guys who have great numbers against Kelly as well, career. And Freeman is in a great stretch, 15-game hitting streak, hitting .466. And that's just staggering that he's made 17 starts and lost 15 of them, that they've had his number.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, this it coincides with these two teams playing. But Sasaki up to $1.74. They're on this big losing streak. Diamondbacks playing pretty good ball. I know they got beat last night, but overall, it's been pretty decent. But what do you think about Sasaki? I can't back him.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
You're more comfortable with the over then? Team totals?
Maybe a team total there.
Yeah.
How about you play?
This is probably going to be his last start, though. I want to close with a bang. As you're getting these guys back, Snell's coming back, and this will probably be it for him. They'll ship him off to the bullpen.
Let me run this by you. Mike Samish brought this up last week when he is, because you can bet baseball 10,000 different ways, the way it seems. And when something sticks out like this tonight, like the Dodgers have good numbers against Kelly, what do? Do you do the year feed? Do you do team total first 5 over for the game? What are you doing? He said that he will pick like 3 guys in the lineup to have an RBI at plus prices. And if you get 2 guys in that night, it's a winning night. If all 3 get an RBI, then you're obviously smiling big time.
Okay. So
that's fun.
Yeah. I mentioned what Freeman's doing. Ohtani and Muncy hitting over 400 career against him as well.
Okay.
Ton of guys. You see this? It's Trout's birthday.
Has he done well on his birthday before?
He's played on he's played on his birthday 7 times. 5 home runs.
That's pretty good.
All right.
And they get Tyler Phillips tonight.
You can have some fun with that prop as well.
Now, this is an interesting game because their offense overall, meaning the Angels, they have been hideous, like look away bad. Since the break, they have scored 47 runs in 18 games. George Klassen is getting the start tonight.
There's some bad numbers with this guy.
It's a very small sample size, but 11.57 with the ERA, 4 2/3 innings, 10 walks allowed overall. Phillips on the flip side for the Marlins, 3.53 ERA, but the FIP is more than a run higher than that. 3.8 walks per 9 innings for him. Yeah, I could not back the Angels at plus. Maybe Trout props would be the way to do it then.
Yeah. Let's go for it. And Soriano goes today.
Mm-hmm.
Gossman goes today. Robbie Ray goes today. Robbie Ray 6-0 with a 109 last 8.
He's been very good.
But, so I threw this out there when we were talking about this when Scooble started, a couple other guys. Starters traded around the deadline. 1 win so far, ERA of 8. Pressing, trying to make a nice first impression, whatever.
Wow.
It is blowing up on them. Now, Scooble was solid, but again, they lost. But so far, all these guys that have been traded at the deadline, only 1 win and an ERA of 8. It hasn't gone well. And I'm surprised that the Padres are only $1.08 considering how hot Ray has been, though, and they're at home against the Astros.
I agree with that. There's also this, too. Like, the Padres have been really, like, that whole narrative, it wasn't a narrative, I mean, it was just a fact. Their offense was a total stink bomb for the first, 3 months of the season. Now they're warming up, obviously, and they get Blanco tonight since coming off the IL. 7.36 with the ERA, more than 3 home runs per 9, Paulie, almost 5 walks per 9. And to that point with the Padres offense, they are averaging 5.5 runs per game since the All-Star break. So just because everybody else has been getting roughed up at the break doesn't mean Ray is going to. I would trust him tonight and the Padres getting this done.
Yeah. It's a great card.
Soriano, by the way, you mentioned this, making his first start. He's going against the Blue Jays. I'm sorry. He's going for the Blue Jays against the Phillies. Now, so this guy is like, when he's good, he's really good. When he's bad, it's just totally flammable for him. His career when he pitched in Anaheim, he had an ERA of 4.55. On the road in his career, ERA of 3. Slightly above 3. Wheeler, almost 11 Ks per 9 at a 2.49 ERA. The Blue Jays, dead last in the league at averaging 3.9 runs per game. It's a big number here for the Phillies, but...
Yep. 5-1 in August. And again, Wheeler's one of the big 3. They're 47-18. When one of the big 3 starts, they're 15-36 when it's one of the others.
Yep.
And Atlanta, how good is this series? They're in New York to take on the Yankees. Fried's only $1.20 going against his former team. Atlanta's won 8 in a row, 43-17. They've outscored their opponents during the winning streak. And it's Molly for the Braves.
Is there a quieter, very strong baseball team or any team in sport recently, under the radar, like the
This is under the radar.
The Braves are?
Yes.
Nobody's talking about them.
Nope.
Too many other good things are going on.
You're right.
And they're totally lost in the shuffle here.
Altuve, 550 career against Ray. Marte, 533 against Gossman. Arise, 450 against Soriano. Great career numbers.
Yep. Originally, when I looked at the card for today, this goes back to last night and the day before, it was Fried versus Sale. That was the listed matchup at first. But we're getting Molly tonight instead. That's his debut as well. 5.13 with the ERA, 8.5 Ks per 9. 4.35 with the FIP. I'll tell you this, Yanks.
Whoa! Sales $1.30 tomorrow against Cole?
That's it. That's in New York.
Yes. Wow. That's too much respect.
You're also looking at two of the best bullpens in baseball. So maybe a full full game under actually in this game or in this series between these two. Sale's been amazing.
Wow.
Cole hasn't been chopped liver.
Yeah.
All right, win some, lose some is up next. This Kawhi Leonard story, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And wait until you hear how the odds have shifted for his next team. That's coming up.
Week 10, Circus Survivor. And this weather is giving a few people concern.
We've been saying it for 2 months. Week 10 is a problem.
Upset alert. You see the Bills. You ever get that feeling when things start to go wrong for your team?
God bless these people. I can't believe nobody's had a heart attack. Any given Sunday, anything can and will happen.
If you're going to go down on your terms.
We're getting that gauntlet. And I think it's going to get pretty tough at this point.
Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on VSiN. Check out Stormy and JVT on Money Moves, only on VSiN.
They weren't playing catch. They were playing drops out there a lot for Boise State offensively.
No, screw that, okay? There's no class. There's no sportsmanship. We're trying to win games here, all right?
They'll take you on a fun, fast-paced journey, weaving in everything you need to know to make an educated bet, while also not shying away from the excitement of a same-game parlay sweat. Money Moves, weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern on VSiN, the sports betting network.
Win Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays.
Were you a winner last night?
Wow, winning.
Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser!
Paulie Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
Nothing's a lot. That's why we love sports. The Lynx had won 10 in a row, best team in the WNBA. The Sparks come limping in after getting blasted in Chicago on a back-to-back and third game in 5 nights. They were 16.5-point dogs. They won. 9-1 on the money line.
I don't think that was a fluke either last night.
Incredible, right? See how the Lynx respond Saturday against the Aces, who they were plus 1.5 and went off the favorite and beat the Fever. In the total, 195 down to 191, and all 3 games went under last night.
There you go with the adjustments.
5 of the last 6 have gone under now. See what happens tonight and over the weekend after an insane overrun. But these totals are sky high, and now we're seeing some unders. Most strikeouts, Cease plus 250. Most runs, Mets 30-1. Red Sox 26-3 run, 13 in a row against division leaders. Subscribe, be part of the team, VSiN.com. Our radio and podcast friends, you always want to see these tweets and videos. Got Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in, we'll put you on. It's that easy. Be part of the show. Hammer. The Hammer hit this today while he was playing Ultimate X. He on the left, all he did, he was playing dollar triple play. He held the ace, and it came ace, 3, I think that's what it says, or 4.
Yeah.
Kicker, ace, ace. So ace is in a kicker, $2,000. He just held the ace. Would be nice for a multiplier. Didn't happen. And then he also held just an ace, and he got the Royale with cheese up top for $4,000.
And I think he got those 2 hands in, he hit the Royal, and then 3 hands later got the other one.
Come on.
A span of 4 hands that happened.
That is crazy. We know a guy who's in town here. He likes to play at win. He hit 2. This is the most incredible story I've heard as far as video poker. He hit 2 $40,000 Royals in 3 hands. Hit the $40,000 Royal, paid him. Hit the button, nothing happened. Hit again, Royal, $40,000.
Same machine.
Yes. Won $40,000, paid him. 2 hands later, $40,000 again.
Oh, my
Royale
God.
with cheese at the win. Absolutely.
Wow. So we've talked about this before. How many times have you gotten the Royale when you hold 1? Ever? I got one.
I've got 1. I've got 1 where I didn't hold anything and threw it back and got it on the redraw.
You did?
Yes. It was at D.
I recently have gotten 2 Royals, no multipliers. I held 2. Probably 1 last week, and the one before that was in the last month before.
That's not outrageous. 1 or... And you've had 1 dealt?
I tell you... Yeah, I'll tell you what I hate more than anything is when you get my kryptonite is when I am dealt 3 deuces, 3 threes, or 3 fours, and I got multipliers across the board, and it's like, okay, here we go, and I get squat.
You get it.
Those I never ever do they come in.
Yep, tough feeling. Good job, Hammer. Keep it going.
Good nickname.
Playing fetch, polar opposites. Look at this. Always a couple of different types of dogs. Look at this guy going out. Beautiful backyard with the pool. Look at the guy's just sitting there. Throws in the pool. No. Look where he comes from, right? He comes from out of left field to get it. Playing fetch. He pretends to throw it over there, then he throws it in the pool, and the dog, no big deal.
It's off the top rope.
Yeah, I'm not getting wet. And here comes Superfly Snooker. Yeah. That is awesome. Lose some Hall of Fame game, no chance, under 36.5, down to 33.5, and all the bad beats. A Moose in Indiana. How bad was this loss? The Fever were up 20. So then they're up 2 with 10 seconds. The Aces foul. Mitchell splits the free throws. They're up 3 with 7 seconds after they get a stop. Caitlin Clark is 88% from the line. She missed both. And then, of course, they don't foul.
Don't foul.
With a second left. What are you doing? And, of course, the Aces hit the 3, and then they win in overtime.
That gigantic lead in the first half was cut down to a 5-point deficit by halftime.
Terrible loss.
They were
How are we still doing this? You foul up 3.
Of course you do. Of course, every single time. There's no debate, so don't even try. And the other thing is, they were on pace to make that their 3rd blowout win over the Aces this year. They have played 3 times. They dominated the first 2. Last night, it was happening, and then it just completely flipped.
And then she had a big turnover, too. 8 turnovers for Caitlin Clark. White Sox led 4-0, 5-2. 7-5 in the 8th, 9-7 in the 10th, 10-9, 11-10. They lose.
Couldn't get that one home.
And the Blue Jays, Cubbies were down to their final strike. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. 2-0. Bregman goes deep, and they walk it off.
I got a good tweet here for you on the Cubs from Uncle Jeff on X. Since Saturday, this team has faced Max Fried, Garrett Cole, Tarek Skubal, and Dylan Cease. Those 4 starters combined to give up 4 runs in 24 innings. The Cubs won 3 of the 4 games.
That's strong. It's always a sharp place. Reach out to over 500 sources worldwide across all sports. They send it out to subscribers in real time. Football season's here. Exclusive data feeds from the 4 major books. All of it filtered and sorted by their version 6.0 of the AI model. And the receipts are there. Every play logged, results public, records go back to 2011. Sharp Plays record gets audited daily by their own haters. No steam chasing, no stale trends, no recycled plays. Follow the Sharp Money at sharpplays.com.
Talked about this in the first hour, going over tight end Carson Beck, his Rookie of the Year number dropping down to as low as 15-1 last night after a preseason game, into Cooper Flagg, who won the NBA Rookie of the Year. And now there's a 1-of-1 card out there that he signed, and the Mavericks want it. There's a bounty out for the card, and they have put together what they think is a tremendous offer, a package for it.
Remember Bounty Bowl? All the suspensions and
of course,
came down?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Buddy, it was Buddy Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, so this is, the first one is lower level seats for 32 years, season tickets. On X, Bronx Seahawk says, how much beer in dollars would you consume over 32 years watching the Mavericks? Is that part of the package? Like, if I go to every single game and I get free beer, I'll drink at least 3 a night for sure.
Come on. Take the $5 million. Call it a day.
This is from Tripp. That's the Mavs opening lowball offer. The card holder has all the leverage. Negotiation starts with a pair of courtside season tickets for 25 years plus $5 million in cash. Anything less, you tell the Mavs to kick rocks.
Right.
It's a strong counter. But see, that's where that's a game changer. If you could actually leverage it into getting courtside tickets, half court, like right there, bam, that totally changes things. From Deep Pack 48, 1 point. He wants $1.5 million, season tickets for life at spots of your choice, not courtside, and free concession food and drinks. Booze included for life. What's a tour or private picks going to do? Screw that.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, I think the offer is way too low. Like I said earlier, I laugh at that offer. I'm like, come on, guys, get serious.
Sure.
You're an NBA team.
What's going to happen with Kawhi Leonard? What if I have a future bet on the Raptors? What is there going to be a ruling? Can the investigation started in last September, and now Pablo Torre had another report on his podcast. An anonymous high-level source alleged that a sponsorship deal was 1,000% a way to circumvent the salary cap, that he had a sponsorship deal with the team that ran the video board inside the Intuit Dome. So he's got him on a minor league baseball thing, the aspiration, and now he's got this. And who are all these sources, Clippers or otherwise, coming out of the woodwork?
Right.
And he's got 3 things on him here. What's going to happen?
Well, also, again, we have to bring this up. This feels like the Brendan Sorsby situation. Oh, he's going to play, he's not going to play, yada, yada, yada. So for those of you who got ahead of it and have a good number on the Raptors to win the East or maybe the NBA title, think about this for a second. He was 98.2%. These prediction markets are not always, the be-all, end-all, but he was 98.2% at Kelce to play for Toronto next season on July 1st. He fell to 52%.
Yeah.
Now, that was earlier. As of right now, he's back up to 75%. But who knows? It's a guessing game at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Silver can't, this would be over my head with the legalities of it. Maybe he can't come down with an iron fist because it just has to play out, legally speaking, Paulie. Lawyers are involved.
Well, what are they doing, though? I mean, how is this guy getting all this information? And then they've been doing an investigation since September. Then he came out and said it might go into 2027.
Turns out, I guess, that Pablo Torre is turning into the leading investigative journalist in the entire country. His sources at this point are tremendous.
Well, I think you have to step in, though, and just say, because the season starts in 2 months, about what could happen here. What if he keeps dropping bombs?
Oh, I know.
And he keeps getting more people come out of the woodwork and say, this was involved, he was doing this. He's got him on 3 things here now.
You remember what happened?
I know that if David Stern was still running the league, Torre would be sleeping with the fishes.
I know. Do you remember what happened with the Timberwolves and Joe Smith?
Yes, but that was in writing. They had a under the table agreement that we would take care of, but it was in writing. That's why they were busted.
They had
it was
the
so
proof.
easy. Yes. Someone had the piece of paper.
Do you remember how the Wolves got dinged?
Oh, it was multiple draft picks.
I knew that there was at least one big pick, that they
killed
lost.
Him. Yeah. And for that guy.
I know.
I mean, come on, of all people. But also, you got to point out, this was a fiasco. I mean, they made one trip to the conference finals, and he was always hurt.
Big hour on tap. It's Follow the Money on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. We'll talk NFL futures. We will get into tonight's WNBA card, and it feels like a really big week on the field for Indiana Hoosiers football.
If you're looking for an edge in MLB player props, VSiN delivers with data you can trust. VSiN Pro subscribers now get exclusive access to MLB player prop projections powered by Opta AI. Get clear, data-driven numbers for both hitters and pitchers across the props that actually matter. Then see how those projections stack up against DraftKings lines so you can spot value instantly. Stop guessing. Start betting smarter. Go to VSiN.com/MLB props and join us on the Sports Betting Network.